Hey, Katie, thank you so much for the dream interpretation request, for being here, for supporting the channel. I know it technically is supposed to be one dream, but I love that you sent me three because I think it's important. You know, when our mind gives us these reoccurring dreams, these repetitive themes, it's actually can be very helpful to interpret them kind of as a group. And so I think we'll be able to get to all of them here. I mean, they're very short, it's like one sentence each. And I think it gives us some context and definitely shows us how important this message is for your mind and understanding what it is that your brain, your unconscious is trying to communicate to you. So if you're new, hit subscribe, stick around. The way that I do things is I'm going to read through these, talk about the symbols, and then how they apply specifically to your life so you can get the most out of it. But here we go. I'm just going to jump into it, read it. You said, so I have weekly nightmares. That sucks. I'm sorry. Hopefully we're going to fix those here today. I have a reoccurring theme. It is never exactly the same, and there's other things that happen in them. And that's pretty normal for reoccurring dreams. They're not the exact same one. That would be actually pretty uncommon, but it's the same theme repeated in different ways. And there's a reason for that, actually. The reason your mind will do that is because it's trying to see the same problem from different angles, from different vantage points, right? So by seeing it from all these different angles, your mind is hoping that it will give you the solution to overcome this problem. You continue. You said, in one of them, a good friend of mine was moving out of the country, and I didn't find out until I was at the going away party. I was distraught. Another someone I used to be friends with died, and I was distraught, but also felt like I should have been a better friend. In the latest one, one of my favorite coworkers was retiring, and I didn't know, and I was distraught. I know I'm supposed to give you one dream. Sorry, don't worry about it. I just feel like they are all the same theme of someone leaving me and me feeling distraught. Thank you for doing this. My nightmares are a big deal. I hear you. So, boom, boom, boom. All the same theme and many more that you're having. What does it mean when someone's leaving? So one thing we have to understand about dreams is that they're very much internal. So this part of our brain is what processes what's happening externally, right? Everything kind of comes into our mind through our senses, eyes and ears and smell and taste and touch, and it gets processed by your executive functioning centers, your prefrontal cortex. That's the same part of the brain that kind of shuts down when you sleep. So the back parts of the brain, your emotional centers, your memory centers, are very much internal. It's processing your internal world. So even though there may be some what we call manifest content, meaning that there may be some experiences of people actually leaving you in your life, what's more likely taking place is that this is a symbol for you losing parts of yourself. And what I mean by that is that sometimes as we go through life, we grow up, we change. Our environment changes, our experience changes. Who we are, we become more mature, we become different than we were in the past. And so all three of these are repeating the same symbol of grief because life is moving on. But what's wonderful about dreams, and especially about these, is even though you're feeling grieving about that, dreams always balance themselves out. Most symbols, all symbols, have a positive and a negative. Right? So the negative is obviously you're losing a part of yourself, a part of your life, a period of time in your life, a chapter is closing. But the beautiful thing about that is a new chapter is starting. And this is a fact that we can see in other types of dreams, like dreams about death and dying, usually are much more a symbol of rebirth and new life than they are of actual death. There can be grief, there can be loss. But when we have dreams about death, when we have dreams about loss, it's actually showing us, hey, you need to let go of what was, the way things used to be, the way things were, and embrace you're in a different place here now today, which presents its own unique opportunities, abilities, and potentials. And that's what's kind of amazing. So, Katie, I've got the feeling that life moving on and changing can be very frustrating for you, and I understand that. Change is something that's hardwired in our brain to not be enjoyable. We are literally programmed to not enjoy change. And so I hear it. This change is tough. And maybe there's some literal changes, some grief, some loss going on. But more than anything, your brain is repeating these dreams because it's saying, hey, we got to process this grief and get over it because there's new opportunities that are here right now that we need to take advantage of and make the best out of our life so we can be happy and confident and at peace with the things that are happening. So listen, if I can help in that process, let me know. But I always recommend a good mental health counselor to be able to talk these things through and give you the support that you need. If you want to join, Dream Class that we do on Monday nights and talk with me live and the other people who are processing things similar, we can do that too. You can always schedule a live session with me, but hey, I didn't ask you here for that. More than anything, I hope that this interpretation helps you understand the beautiful message that your mind is trying to give you and that there's hope. I know these nightmares are tough, but now that you know what they're trying to tell you, I got a feeling that you're going to notice, even tonight, your nightmares change. So be encouraged, be hopeful, and I hope that I can continue to support you in the same way that you've continued to support me. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Until then, peace.